Alright, yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the walkthrough. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I have been busy. I've been upgrading my computer and also getting 4K ready for the release of Pokemon Legends ZA, which I will be trying to live stream. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of things in the background, but since we're here, last time we were going through Kashibi Village, I think, and moving forward, we're going to probably finish up this part of Mooshu. I think we have a dungeon after this, after we finish this area, so we'll go from there. I think the thing that I wanted to show you was off screen, I got new stuff. I think I got this. This is new. I got that at the bazaar, and I didn't change this because this gives me great healing. What is it? Incoming and outgoing? Yeah. So pretty much everything's the same except for the Athame. Well, yeah. I know it's been a couple weeks. Sorry about that. I try to keep it consistent as much as I possibly can, but I was upgrading a lot of things in preparation for some things that are going to be released, and I have plans for content. So, yeah. How is everybody? Since last time we were here.
Use the Jade Scepter on the shrine, and I'll try channeling the spirits. Here goes.
I think the last time we were here, we were figuring out how to make this guy like some spirit mediator or something like that. Or he's like taking up some sort of responsibility on behalf of like the last channeler of spirits or something like that.
What a rush! I could feel those spirits swirling all around. Tula Quo was very wise to think of me as a shrine guardian. Please give him my thanks and tell him the shrine is pure again.
Okay. I think I have the teleport exactly where it is that I'll need to go to, if I remember. Nope, actually I do not. Alright, we'll just use the teleport because it's probably just right there, honestly. Yeah. For some reason I thought I know on the last episode I had a TP set and marked here, so for some reason I thought it was right here, but apparently not.
Indeed, this is wonderful news. Go and tell Sun Hing of Shosan Village of your work here, how you help to purify our shrines and weaken the plague Oni. In the years to come, our ballad makers will sing of you, the wizard of Wizard City, and tell of your adventures in Mooshu. Until then, please accept this humble monk's appreciation.
What is it I wanted to say? I want to know. Oh yeah. How is everybody? How are you feeling about Wiz as of late? I know we got that new update coming out soon. Darkmoor, I think it was. That's also something I think I might stream. What am I? Dude, this is not the right teleporter. Okay, I guess I have to walk back. But I know that we're getting a new level cap increase, and my current main character is a fire wizard that I've used to solo the entire game on my own accord. And I was thinking I might just stream whenever the test realm comes out. And yeah, I think it'd be really cool to see that. I don't know if I can stream in 4K. I might have to go a little bit lower than that when it comes to bitrate. But that's not something I've ever done, but I'm thinking about it a little bit. What else? What else is there? I don't know. I'm sure you've noticed already that the quality of the video is higher. I just figured since everybody probably already has a device that can, show off 4K, if not just your phone, I might as well upgrade and have everything going forward be in 4K. So I went ahead and did that. But
finally, you restored the holy shrines. I was getting worried here. So the shrines have been restored, which means the Oni has been weakened. I'd say it's time to take down the plague.
So this is the next
my
one.
superior is at the Shirataki temple. He'll tell you what to do.
Alright, so this is the dungeon I was talking about. I don't remember what the plague Oni was. Probably death, if I were to guess. Yeah, let's do this. This will be fun. Shirataki temple. I gotta say, even though this is a game that was released in 2007, it looks real nice in 4K. That's something I've appreciated since I've upgraded my screen and some of the components in my computer. Although I think it's a little slower, but it's probably fine. So I think I'm gonna leave a mark here. And assumedly, you have to go to the end of the street and, well, it says we have to defeat Soji, so I don't think that's a boss though. And in which case, if it is a boss, then I'll obviously show what he has on the wiki and give you a game plan, but otherwise, we'll probably just skip it. Like, not in the sense that, that I am actually going to skip it, but I'll just move on since it'll probably be
You
not
seek a way
important.
through that gate? Forget your quest, wizard. Here you will only feel the sting of a rotten blade.
Okay, so since he is an actual boss, I'm gonna pause here and we'll be right back. Alright, we're looking at the wiki page. Shoji. So Soji is obviously balanced as it shows right in front of us. He's got 1,360 health. He's got all the balance spells you would expect up to this level, if you were a player. He's got elemental shields, he's got weakness black mantle, and he has a little odd variety of other school spells, the most worrisome of them being vampire. So what I'd say here is, since he has this elemental shields, I'd expect that maybe this could go on for a little bit longer than you'd think it could. So I'd pack a reshuffle, pack the amount of hits that you think will be needed to hit multiple enemies, multiple times. Heals as well, and put Monstrous in. I mean, that's a great spell. Everybody should be using it throughout Arc 1. Monstrous TCs, that is. And in terms of shields, obviously, since it's balanced, you should be using a, what was it? Tower shield. Since you can't really shield anything that has to do with balance, but he doesn't have a lot of health, so I'm not entirely too worried. Let me look at my deck real quick. Yeah, we can just put 4 of these in. Is there anything else that I need to be worried about? Vast majority of this is going to be monstrous, and the reshuffle you obviously going to want. The situation is fluid depending on whether you go first or not, or you know, he weaknesses you or any sort of debuff. You know what I'm saying. You'll see when we go into it. Let's just get right into it. I think I've got this all the way up. Yeah, got this. Hopefully we go first. That'd be nice. Alright, that's awesome actually. So since we're going first, that usually means we go first every single time in the dungeon. As far as I can tell, that's usually how it goes. I don't have multiple Krakens, but I don't think I'm going to need the Storm Shark. I can get rid of the Storm Shield or a, what is it? God. We're just going to put this up here. We're going to hope he doesn't shield here or weakness me. That'd be nice. They're low on pips, so it doesn't really matter if they hit me here. If they do, then they're wasting the pips. That would be great. If I draw here and then I get a power pip, I think I can attack and probably knock both of them out in the next turn. Especially if I get Tempest. I think I have 4 Tempest in my deck as far as I'm concerned. Alright, Scarab is nice because that's low damage. And he's going to attack me as well, or maybe not. He might be debuffing me. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So what I'm going to do here... okay, I think I can get rid of the Tower Shield. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Do I think this actually knocks them out? At least one of them out. No. Alright, we're going to take the risk of blading again and hoping that they don't shield here. They're still low in pips, so I'm not too worried about the damage output that they have going on here. Yeah, okay, well, there's that. So this is going to take me a little bit longer than I'd hope it would, but that's fine because, you know, you usually plan for that. If he wastes his pips, that's fine. We're not in any range to need to heal at this moment in time. We're going to be able to knock out the minion at the very least here. From there, I don't know. From there, I do not know. Let's see what happens. I think this stuff would knock him out. Or maybe... It definitely knocks out the minion as far as I'm concerned, right? Yeah, for sure. Alright. So that blade is annoying, but... I don't really mind it too much. Getting the power up here is nice, because maybe then I can attack next turn with like Kraken or Tempest, especially if he does a shield. If he attacks here, that's fine. I've got plenty of health. There's no way he can knock me out. And yeah, I think we'll be done here with this very quickly. Alright, we're gonna go for it. Alright. Alright. That's what you'd like to see. You know, I really hope the 4K looks good on YouTube, because I can't tell, to be honest with you. I uploaded a private video of recording of it, and I can't really tell the difference. I mean, on my new 4K monitor, I can tell the difference between 1080p and 4K, but I guess I've gotten used to the way that it looks. Oh, I put a... Yes, I put a markdown just for this occasion. So let's pull the lever on this and go forward. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it looks really good. It looks good on my screen, but I think I've gotten used to it, so maybe that'll be much more apparent on your end. I'm hoping so. I don't think there's... Okay, I do have the... this. Let's see. Thank goodness they added these teleporters back in the day. My goodness, that would have been a long walk.
You will find the plague only in the palace beyond this gate. You must hurry. It is weakened now. I can hear it wailing in distress. If you succeed, find Sun Hing. May the Muda look after you. We will now purify the water. The temple ahead of you is where you must go.
Okay.
But first we must dispatch Haru. He holds the gate key. Defeat Haru and open the temple gate.
I feel like I skipped a step there, but I ain't complaining right there. Jeez. All right. So this is probably a boss. We'll take a look at the wiki again, and then go from there. I hope he's not Storm. And well, that's not terrible. Okay. We'll look him up on the wiki, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're looking at Haru here. He's a myth boss with 1,480 health, which isn't really relevant because we're Storm and we hit him for a boost, but maybe it is for other schools. He's got Storm Shield, which is the most worrying of all the spells that he's got. That's the first thing that stands out to me. And he's obviously got buffs from mid school and debuffs via the weakness of Black Mantle. Just about every boss does at this point. And he has all the spells up to Humongo Frog for myth. And then he's got a random assortment of nonsense that he's not going to use from other schools. What would I say here? The Storm Shield is really worrying. Especially given that the minion is Storm and you're going to have to pack converts. So you're going to have to keep a good mind about how you navigate the deck that you use. That can throw a wrench into the equation, I think. Given that, the first thing that comes to mind is that you're going to want to pack a lot of heals. Just because we're a Storm school, and if the battle goes on for a longer period of time and things go on unexpectedly, then you're going to need to keep yourself in the mix for a longer period of time. Reshuffle, obviously, you always want to bring reshuffle, especially the TC version. That's going to be a guideline for here on out, I think, for the entire walkthrough. And what else? What else are you going to need? I mean, you can use Mist Shields. I think I'm likely to just use Tower Shields here, just because he has a variety of options, and I don't want to be caught off guard by things like Storm Shark or Snow Serpent. Or any storm spell in general, to be honest with you, or a fire spell. So yeah, I think those are the things you're going to want to pack a lot of hits too, obviously. Anything that you feel like is necessary in this situation. And you're going to need converts. Almost forgot you're going to need converts for this battle, so let's go to our deck. And do I have myth shields? I do have myth shields. Are they worth it? I don't think so. I think I'm already at the point where I'm not too worried about putting myth shields. But if you really feel like you need to block everything, I think, well, I guess it's more like a pick your poison sort of situation. Having both wouldn't hurt to have in your deck. I'm obviously going to max out on Storm Prism, so I max out the odds of getting that. Let me re-employ a Monstrous into my side deck. And take a look at what I have for hits. So I have 6, nope, what am I talking about? I have 8 hits in our Storm. And I have 3 blades. And also at this point, it's good to have life mastery as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if I've ever discussed this, but getting the socket for Arch Mastery is really good for you because you get power pips via the Arch Mastery system very easily. During Art Run, if you have the pip for it. So yeah, let's go for it. See how it goes. Hold on.
So you need a key to get through the gate? You'll never take mine.
Alright, well I didn't intend to put the whatchamacallit, the menu there, but let's just get ready to do it. I think we go first because we went first at the start of this. I think this is that weird battle that they both start differently. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is alright. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Kraken. It's the highest range spell here. I'm gonna put a Hex on that guy. And then we're gonna Storm Prism. Because I want the opportunity to possibly hit next turn, depending on how they maneuver their own turns. And I don't think it's gonna take... I don't think I'm gonna one-hit this guy. I mean, I guess it's a pick your poison sort of situation, to be honest with you. See, that's good. I suppose we have plenty of these in my deck. I'm gonna go for it. Maybe not. Actually, I think I'm gonna Stormblade. If I Stormblade here, then and he doesn't shield, then I guarantee myself a ability to knock them both out on this turn. So we're gonna go for it. And we miss. Okay. I'm gonna have to search my deck to make sure that I get my next Tempest, although I have a variety of them in my deck, so I don't think it really matters. 2 pips here, that's fine. He has an ability to hit me twice with that. Okay, so it doesn't look like they're going to play very defensively. I have one of these in my side deck, so I can get rid of that. If I really wanted to, I think the best course of action is put up a Tower Shield here, just so that I don't get surprised by a boosted storm attack from the minion here. Hopefully I draw a Tempest. I don't even think I need a boost at this point. And really, the worst case scenario is that they play defensive here for me, so... Yeah, okay, well, Lightning Bats basically does nothing, so I'm fine with that. You can hit me... Oh... Alright, well that doesn't matter. Because I put the Convert up first than I could, so... oh, there we go. That's the Tempest I can use. I'd rather this hit than having to enchant another one. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure... Oh, wow, okay, well... That's not good. I guess I changed it up. Alright, well... Oh, it doesn't really matter. Okay.
You collect the key from Haru.
Key from Haru. Alright. I think... Oh, I should... No. I was thinking maybe I should, What is it? What am I trying to say here? Put down a mark, but at this spot, I don't think it really matters. I swear to you guys, I want to get off these meds because I think they're messing with my brain, bro.
Wavebringer. This water spirit guards the entrance to the river temple. Use the jade scepter on the 4 shrines to summon Wavebringer.
Yeah, Wavebringer. Let's check. Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna put up a mark. So, this part of the dungeon, I think I can give a good explanation for. Before I cut it out of the video, because to be honest with you, it's kind of a waste of time. So, you have to essentially hit 4 sigils in order to progress in the dungeon, and they're all guarded by a bunch of minions. No bosses. They're kind of a waste of time. So what I think I'm going to do, maybe I'll show off the first one, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll be back. I think it's a sitch for you guys. It's very easy. It's not difficult in the slightest.
Pathetic fool. I will crush you where you stand.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess yeah, nah. I'm just gonna cut this out. We're gonna pause here and then I'll be right back when I need to show you something important. So yeah, be right back. Okay, it appears I was slightly wrong. There is at least one boss, so we're gonna take a look at his wiki page and get right back to you and show you how to defeat. So Zanagi has 1,240 health. He's a fire boss. He has all manner of fire spell up to Heckhound, and he has a random assortment of other school spells, and he has weakness in snow shield. So the big worrying thing here is essentially just any sort of damage over time, because those chip away at you no matter how much you put up a defensive effort. And especially if he goes for a large Heckhound, that is really worrying. So what I would say to you is the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to this is I would put fire shields in. If you have triage treasure cards, put those into your deck. Reshuffle, you're always going to reshuffle. I'm going to keep saying it to the day that I die. I'm sorry. What else? Maybe put half of a tower shields in, or half of your shields being tower shields, just because you might get to the point in the battle that you don't necessarily need to guard against just fire. But you can do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. What else? Put the heals in. You know, the same as usual. And a bunch of attacks. So let us go ahead and look at my deck. I'm assuming this minion that he's probably got shields. So, let me put these shields in. I'm gonna go half and half with me. Just, you know, just in case. I don't think the difference of like 20% is that bad. Hold up, I gotta sneeze. Well, I think I do, but for some reason it's not coming out. Let me put the triage, just in case. I stocked up on these, I think, probably like a month ago. I never ended up actively using them against any fire bosses, but now I'm going to use it. Let's check this. That's probably fine. Alright, let's just go right into it. Hold on. Yeah, let's do this. I think I'll go first. Although I think it could be just random, to be honest with you. Yes, okay. So, what do I want here? I get rid of the tower shield. Of course, I get rid of this as well. Oh, that's fine. I don't mind that. We put that there, and then I can Stormblade, and then if I get a Power Pip next turn, I can knock both of them out, unless either one of them shield or weakness me. Which would stink, but if it was just a weakness, then I could probably take one of them out. Best case scenario, they all hit me. Okay, that's fine. I'm still gonna attack. I will still attack here. And go for the Tempest here. And we're not attacking here, actually. We're going to cry in our sleep. Yeah, that stinks, but it's probably fine. I'm in no danger at the moment. Alright, well, given I have a very high likelihood of pulling it, I'm gonna get rid of this pixie. I'm gonna get the monstrous and put it on this tempest. I think at this amount of pips, I think there's a chance that I knock both of them out here. I know for a fact I'm going to knock out the minion, so let's hope for the best. Alright, that's that. Alright. Do this, and then I'll pause once again, and we'll be back for whenever the next relevant bit of information is. So, alright, we got all the temples, and now we're off to what I'm assuming is the last bit of the dungeon. The Playground, right? That's what it was. I'm sorry. It's like, somehow I forgot in like the last 20 minutes that I've been doing this. Oh, did I leave a mark? I think I did. Let's hope to God this is the mark. I think it is. Alright, yes. So, yes, we have a boss here, I think. Yes, Wavebringer. So, we're gonna pull up the wiki and I'll be right back. Wavebringer is a tricky enemy for an early level storm, in the sense that he can put up a myth shield at any point and mess with your strategy, and he also ends up having healing. He has 1,520 health, and he also has storm, so he hits it for a ton. So the game pattern here is this is going to be a war, not necessarily a battle. Like, it's not going to be something short and sweet and quick. You're going to want to put storm shields in, obviously. You're going to want to put tower shields in, maybe not the full capacity for the tower shields, that's fine. Oh, I don't think I mentioned it, but he has all the storm spells you would expect at this level, plus he has the buffs. But he also brings Sprite, and he has heals, and that's a worrisome thing. So what I would do, what I'm thinking, is I'm thinking of getting rid of the minion first, and then making it a 1v1, so that I can end up dealing enough damage to knock him out on my own, not having to worry about damage output from both of them at the same time, especially given that they're storm. But what else? What else is it that you're going to want? You're going to want plenty of hits. You're going to want heals. This might not be a bad fight to bring Faint, especially if you still have heals. You're going to watch Reshuffle. And what else? I don't think there's anything else you're probably going to need. I'm going to take the triage out because I don't expect him to use that count. So yeah. Oh, you're also going to need converts. Sorry. Just to make sure that you get converts in. So let's get rid of these. We can get rid of the triage. We're going to put these in. Let's see. I'm going to full throttle when it comes to storm shields, and full throttle when it comes to storm prisms. And hopefully we go first, and we get rid of the disease spirit first. So yeah, let's get right into it.
You will sleep soundly when I am done with you.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Hopefully the spirit joins immediately. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Oh, they're going for us. That's not good. Okay. So 2 of these are fine. Okay. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna put the convert up. I think it would be really nice. Yeah, I think it would be really nice. Oh, dude, that's annoying. Okay. That's not good. Alright. Where do we go from here? Because that makes things complicated. Well, it doesn't really, actually. Especially if I double buff and I just power through it, to be honest with you. And then yeah, I think it'd probably be fine. I'm gonna get rid of the tower shield and get this. Go for the Storm Shark. I think I'll put up a Storm Blade up. Since they're low on pips, I don't really mind them hitting me at this point in time. And I have a heal in hand, and if I need to pivot to healing, then that's fine. That's another shield. See, this is what I'm talking about, where I'm saying that you're going to need the reshuffle just in case. Because they can get annoying with this stuff. I think you can power through. This is the better hit, I think. That's a better idea. Do I think I knock him out? Let's find out. Let's find out. I think there's a chance. So that's a Banshee. Yep. That's fine. That's fine for the amount of damage it does. Don't mind that too much. I really think I can power through with this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think we have a very good chance of knocking him out here. If not, it's gonna be very close, at the very least. I mean, I'm not critting or anything, but still got a ton, like a ton of damage. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I've used 2 of these. Right. So I'm going to Storm Prism here. I've got 2 more Storm Prisms in my deck. I think I'm going to put that up, and then I'm going to try to go for a Tempest and try to power through. Maybe I need to heal here soon. That's fine. Yeah. So we're going to do another... I'm going to need to power up another one of these, so I'm going to Tempest. I think I can knock out the one that doesn't have a convert up just with this. So that's what we're going to go for here. Now I'm going to Storm Shield the next turn because obviously I'm going to try to survive the 1v1 and I don't want to go unguarded for the majority of the time. We're just doing this so that I can get rid of the shield. Yeah, so he's going to knock out the minion, which is great. This is good for us. He's obviously doing a ton of damage to me. I'm really hopeful that he doesn't hit me for anything, but if he does, that's probably fine still because I got heals in my deck. I got 2 heals in my deck. Alright, so he might hit me with double of these. That's fine. As long as I get that life pip, we're good to go. I don't think I discarded any converts, as far as I'm aware. So we have 2 more, and if I need to, then I'll have to reshuffle, but... We're gonna put up a convert now. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it now. And I think I'm gonna go a little greedy here, because I think he's still gonna hit me. And I don't think he's gonna shield necessarily. I think he's on the offense at this moment in time. We're gonna do that. If I get a power pip, then I'm definitely hitting. If not, then maybe a heal. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is gonna get rid of one of these Tempests. Oh, and then we're gonna draw a Tempest. All right. Well, we're gonna go for it. I think that is quite enough damage, in my personal opinion. If not, it'll be close. But I keep saying that. And I still knock them out at the end of the day, so... Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now let's pop a potion. And check something real quick. Oh, by the way, here is the Z quest for this world. And especially this dungeon. That's one of the more trickier ones, from what I remember. Alright. Now, we do have a boss. This is a real long loading screen. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be like this. But I might need to cut out a little bit of it. But every time you come here, for some reason, this instance, this doorway or whatever, It just takes a long time to load. I don't know why. It's literally the only place that I can think of in the entire game that takes this long to load.
Breaking your spirit will give me more pleasure than breaking your wand.
Alright, so we're going to look up Hideyoshi on the wiki and we'll be right back. So Hideyoshi here is a ice boss with 1,440 health. This is kind of a tricky situation. He's got tower shields, which you can both use on his minion and himself. And he's got a bunch of really powerful damage per pip ice spells, which is surprising. So the tried and true me saying that ice spells are not something that you need to be worried about is not true for this battle. And you're going to want to definitely put ice shields in your deck. You're also going to need Converse, which kind of clogs up the deck a little bit, since the minion is a sort of worry here. But I think in general, depending on what I draw, I'd probably go for the minion first. He has buffs to ice. He's got the debuffs that you usually expect, the weakness of Black Mantle. He's got all the ice spells up to Colossus, and he's got Arczilla, and he's got a natural attack that's 85 per pip. So what would I recommend? Reshuffle is the first thing that comes to mind because this is probably going to take a while, especially if he tower shields or the minion on his right, the storm minion puts up some sort of like shield. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. The only scenario where it matters if he puts up a shield is if he puts a shield on himself first turn. But you're gonna need to reshuffle. You're gonna need heals. Put a bunch of hits in and feint. Put a feint in. We're getting to that point where once you get to 1v1 a boss, you can use a feint as a sort of last peel effort to put as much damage on the table as you possibly can. And especially if you're in a good position, you have shields and heals. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the stuff in my deck. Oh, I forgot to mention, I probably put it up at this point on the video itself. Put a monstrous in your deck, obviously, every single time that you can. So let me go ahead and look at my deck. We're going to take these out. We're not going to be using those. I can put a bunch of these in. These tower shields are fine as far as I'm aware. Put the rest of the monsters back in. We got these two feints in here. Yeah. I can use this as fodder to discard once I'm done with the minion. And hopefully we go first. Yeah. I'm thinking this Tempest is going to be very useful, especially he puts up tower shields first turn, which could be annoying, but let's get right into it. Let me check something real quick. Yes, let's go. I think I have everything. Gotta make sure, just in case. Alright, we're going first. That's great. That's, in fact, amazing. Who do I want to put the hex on first? I don't think I really need to matter. This thermic shield I can get rid of. Let me try and see if I can draw. Okay, the feint is fine. Fortify, not so great. We're going to put this on the Disease Water Spirit because we're going to be targeting that first. I'm going to put up the Storm Prism. Hopefully we get a power pip so that we can hit next turn. And then we can 1v1 this guy. Hopefully he doesn't put up a Shower Shield. The only thing that really matters here is he puts up a defensive option. Defensive options here from the opponent are really bad, in my opinion, since I'm trying to go as fast as possible. We'll see what they do. This could be a Tower Shield or an Ice Blade. Alright, Ice Trap. Ice Trap is essentially the same thing, I guess. We're getting rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Got two in the deck. We got the Tempest. That's great. We can hit here. Hopefully we don't fizzle. Yeah. I'm not too worried about damage here because the damage per pip spells that he does have that are ice aren't going to be hitting me at 2 pips. So we got rid of the minion here. We're going to put a good chunk of damage on the boss. And then from here, he's probably going to put up a blade or a trap. With stun blocks are fine. I don't really care about that. We're not going to be stunning him anytime soon. We're going to put up the Storm Blade. That's not great. I would really like to draw... I'm going to get rid of the Storm Shark here. Yeah, hold on to that. We're going to put a blade up here. Depending on what I get for power pips, we can probably use that monstrous for something else. I would really like to get a shield here. That would be awesome. We're going to get rid of this. Probably should have thought of that ahead. Although here, I think I can probably just crack in here and knock him out. So If we don't fizzle here, then we ended up not taking any damage in this turn, in this battle, which is amazing. Yeah. Alright. After this, I'm pretty sure we have Plague Oni. I'm going to have the backup and look at the bookie after the fact. And, you know, the usuals.
Defeated, Hideyoshi crumples to the ground and fades. A demon emerges from his still form. It is the Plague Oni.
Alright, so let's back up here. We will be right back and look at the Plague Oni. So this, in my opinion, seeing that he has both... He has 2 myth minions. This is worrisome. They can shield like no other. And if you're not going first, then this might be a really disruptive battle for your rhythm. So looking at the Plague Oni, he's got 1,760 health. He's obviously a balanced boss. He's got elemental shields, spirit shields. He's got buffs. He has Judgment, which is really, really, really whack and incredibly hard hitting. And that is the most worrisome of all of his balanced spells. He's got a bunch of random stuff that is going to be covered by using tower shields, which are the only option when you're going against myth, or not myth, balance this early into the walkthrough. Well, in general, to be honest with you, there is no balance shield, so you're going to be using tower shields all the way through. What I would recommend is you're going to try and see if you can hit as fast as possible, especially if you go first. Let me take these out real quick. I take these out as well. We're going to go full tower shield. So what I would recommend, obviously first, tower shields. A bunch of hits, bunch of heals. This could be a war, especially if the minions shield a ton. I don't know if did I see heals? Probably heals as well. Feints. You're gonna want feints. You need to reshuffle, obviously, just in case. It could get dicey with the amount of shields that they put up, especially if you don't go first. And yeah, put some low damage storm shield or storm hits in as well. That is my recommendation, especially if they double shield him with an elemental shield. He puts an elemental shield on himself, or they put the minus 80 on him as well. That could get dicey. Something like lightning bats or a natural attack like a wand hits, which I wouldn't assume most of you have, but maybe even something like Thunder Shark. And yeah, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do here? Let's oh, you know what? I would also recommend you can use Fortify since it's a 3v1, especially if you get dicey and this ends up being a long battle. So, do we have any tower shields? I'm gonna put 1 tower shield in here, and then I'm gonna put 1 more monstrous. And I think from here, we're gonna go for it. Let's do this. Yeah, let's just go for it. Alrighty. Please go first, please go first, please go first, please go first. Please go first. Oh, that's so bad. Ooh, that's not good. Alright. Alright. Well, this is worrisome. I'm gonna get rid of the Kraken. I'm going to put up a blade here. Best case scenario, I'm able to take out 1, so I'm going to use my pet blade here. I think they could shield or debuff me in this situation. That would stink. This is good. I love him wasting his pips on me, doing something wasteless. See, there's the first shield. That's really annoying. If I can, I think I'm going to try to go for a Tempest, especially if I draw it here. I can get a good chunk of damage on everything here. Yeah. That would be really nice, I think. We're going to be targeting, I think... Okay, well, that's not great. Alright, we're getting rid of these. We're gonna go for... Storm Shark. We're gonna try to hit this Emitsu Defender. Yeah, and get rid of that. and then I'm gonna hit it with Storm Bats. I'm gonna probably shield for the next couple of turns and heal. And then I'm gonna Storm or Lightning Bats. That's fine. I'm still hitting through and knocking him out. And I'm probably going to shield a whole ton and heal. That's usually how it's gonna go. Or that's how I foresee it going. Especially if they put up shields and things of that nature. Alright, good. So the reason why I did that is because I don't want the possibility of having two minions that can put up storm shields at the same time. If I can lower the odds of them putting a bunch of defensive options up, then I think that's for the best. We're going to shield here. I don't expect them to hit here, actually. But this is just in case for the next turn, where he could possibly hit me for a lot of pips. That's fine. I don't care about this. He's not buffed. Well, I guess it's technically buffed, but it's still not going to do even 300. I can probably heal next turn, and then I'll get myself back up to full. And then I could Lightning Bats the next turn, especially if I get another life pip here. Okay, that's great. We're going to Lightning Bats. See, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to low pip hits. I'm gonna get rid of the Satyr. I don't think there's gonna be any use for it. We're gonna try. I can probably get rid of that next turn. We're gonna put this up. No, we're not gonna put that up. We're gonna Lightning Bats here, and then hope to be able to hit from Tempest next turn. Okay, that's fine. See, this is what I was worried about last turn, and it's a good thing that I put up a tower shield, so I didn't end up getting hit for a whole ton here. He probably hits me here, or he doesn't. He does not hit me here. Okay, so the most amount of damage you can do next turn is 300 with Cyclops. I think that's the best case scenario, because you'd rather him hit you than let him shield, and then you can knock him out with Tempest, and then I can probably shield and then heal for the next couple of turns. And in which case, I've won essentially the battle, because it'll be a 1v1 with the Plague Oni. So, alright. I think I'm going to go for it here. I have another heal. Okay, we're going to get rid of this. Okay. We got a bunch of Tempests in the deck. Okay, man. Alright. We're going to go for it. We're just going to go for it. I think I have a Stormzilla on my deck that I can hit the Plague Oni with. So he ends up not hitting me with his buffed hit, which is great. That's fine. It does a ton of damage, but I'm at the point where I can just defend and heal myself after I knock one of them out here. Alright, this should knock him out. I really would have liked to have that been buffed so I can actually do a ton of damage to Plague Oni as well, but you want to lose some. We're going to get rid of the Fortify here because don't think it's necessary at this point. I can just Tower Shield. We're going to Blade myself. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we're going to Tower Shield here. So I've gotten rid of one Tower Shield. I have two more on my deck, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I got two on my deck. I could probably heal here if I need to. So I got two more of these. I'm going to Blade here because I'm greedy. I don't expect him to hit, but he could. He could end up blading here. Okay, so he does end up hitting here. That's fine. I'm tempted to use Satyr. I'm not going to lie to you. But it might not be necessary. Well. I don't know. It's not necessary. Yeah, whatever. With Satyr. I'm gonna put the Hex up, the last one. This could end up being a long battle anyways, so I feel like he's gonna hit me here. Yeah. I had a feeling he's gonna hit me here. I was undefended. I think I would be low on HP, so I was gonna go for it. This should heal me up to full, I think. Or at least close to it. Alright. And from here, he's got no pips. I've got a bunch of buffs. If he doesn't defend himself, we win outright. Hopefully I draw the Stormzilla. That would be nice. There it is. I can put this up. Maybe I don't think it matters if he hits me here. The worst he can hit me with is Judgment. I don't think we're in range to need to be worried about it. Double buffed here. I'm gonna probably end up going with this Feint here, just because I'm not too worried about him hitting me. Okay, well that's fine. And he ends up wasting a power pip, which is interesting. But all right, there we go. There we go. And I will hit with Stormzilla next turn, or I won't, or I can hit with this. Yeah, I think I should hit here, just because I don't think he's going to go defensive option, and if I wait another turn and he hits me and he's low on pips, then he could end up doing a defensive option next turn, which would mess with my hit that I do next turn. So I think he's going to hit me. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm not likely to hit this, but I don't really care that much, because then I can just draw another hit or another buff. I really want to see how much damage this does. We're gonna go for it. He's gonna hit me. Yes, he's gonna hit me with Snowman. That's fine. And yeah, we're done. We're done with this. We got through this. And that was a little dicey because the matchup wasn't looking too good, with the amount of opponents that could end up shielding all my damage. Well, we got through it. I think that might be the diciest battle that we have left in Mooshu. So let's go, and I want to see how much damage this does. See that multiple times this way. 5,000. What? All right, that's a little crazy. Got Life Scarab pet. That's cool. Oh my god. I think that's a rare drop. Real quick before we leave here, can I get anything? No, I'm not throwing crowns in there. I don't care about that. Wait, hold up. I'm actually very curious. Is there a wand? Yes, dude, that's a Stitch wand. So for anybody that's not aware, there used to be wands that they had really cool stitches for every single boss in Mooshu. The coolest being the one that is the Life Oni, but I for some reason feel like I didn't remember it. So this is really cool. This is one of those Stitch wands that you can go for if you really want to. Let me look at the Life Scarab. Oh, that's cool. Let's exit that. And also, real quick before we leave, there is another thing you need to know. Here is the person that allows you to craft a bunch of spells. It doesn't matter what school you are, you can go for any of these. You're just going to need obviously you're going to need the level in crafting and or the materials, or well, both, to be honest with you. And the worst thing here is getting the amber, which I would recommend getting through Ultra King Parsley. I'm sure people could have a guide up on YouTube that allows you to figure out how to do that. But the treasure cards are very easy to come by, especially for all of these. And the other, reagents are very easy to come by if you are at the bazaar very often. The only thing you need to worry about is the amber. And yeah, these are a bunch of spells that you can end up getting. I think the one that's best here, there's no storm spells, which is, it stinks a little bit, but the best one here is Ninja Pig. This is so much damage for 6 pips. What else? Is there anything here? I think Goat Monk is also really good. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure this back here is something I collect. Yes, I get that. All right. Wow. It's very pretty in here. I probably should have took a screenshot of the guy. Hold on. Maybe. Sorry, I ended up getting a screenshot for my thumbnail real quick. But yeah. Let's go back to the temple and finish up this quest. And next we'll be at the end of Mooshu, I'm pretty sure. Well, we do have another dungeon after this, but the next two areas are kind of light when it comes to questing, so I'm not too worried about it.
Wizard, we are most grateful to you for defeating the Plague Oni. Merciful Muda, I never thought that water would be pure again. I feel like I need a serious vacation. Who knew the life of a monk could be so stressful? Please bring this vial of pure water to the High Monk Tan King within the Jade Palace. As for me, I shall ponder my life's direction.
Alright, well, with that, I think we're going to end it off here. Thank you guys for being patient. I was really doing a lot of things in the background, and I felt like I needed to upgrade a lot of things, so I appreciate it if you were patient. What else am I going to say? Thank you guys for the support as always. I really appreciate it. Even if you don't leave a like, I really appreciate you guys coming back and looking at the video or watching the video or leaving a comment. It really makes me happy to see all of it. And on that note, if you could leave a like or comment or use the, I don't know what it's called. There's a new thing called the hype meter on YouTube. I don't know how that works, to be honest with you, but it helps with the algorithm. It helps push my videos. So if you do that, that'd be awesome. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.